Hey babes, my name's Hannah.
Hey, my name's Chasity.
Welcome back to Bookish Babes. Today we're going to be giving you guys some book recommendations based on certain tropes. I love watching these kind of videos if I can come across them because I love kind of knowing going into a book like, oh, I'm looking for this sort of thing.
Yeah, like when you're in like the certain mood.
Yeah.
It's like,
And oh boy, do we read some romances. So we've got some. These are all romances, BTW.
all tropey romances.
Yeah. Which one do we want to start with?
The one bed.
Yeah.
The one bed tropey trope.
Yes, so the one bed trope. That is a go-to.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite.
As obviously
A Court of Missing Fury.
But we try to like get away from the ones that we talk about a lot because at this point it's just like an ACOTAR fan account.
True.
So, the one that I have wasn't a book that I loved, but it definitely is a great example of this trope, and a lot of other people liked it. So if you're looking for this trope, you might like it. It's The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This is literally like the epitome of this trope.
No, it really is.
Because they go on this trip to Spain and they're stuck sleeping in the same room in the same bed together.
Which I did like that book.
Yeah.
The one that I said is People We Meet on Vacation.
Yeah, that's another good one.
By Emily Henry. Perfect situation.
Yeah. Next one is the Who Did This to You trope. Once again, oh, do you have the obvious one? Or the one that I was going to say the obvious one?
The obvious one. I do. I did put the obvious one down.
Okay.
Air of Fire.
Yes.
Sarah
And we were, of course, talking about the scene when she's in the bath and he sees all the scars on her back and he turns feral.
Who did this to you?
Yeah.
Literally.
He being Rowan, my king.
He literally says those words.
Yeah, those were his exact words. I have Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
Yes. Now that I've finished it.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know that he says this exact phrase, but he just embodies that.
Absolutely. He walks around with that energy.
Alex would take out anybody. For her.
Absolutely.
I mean, anybody. So he just embodies that energy to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally. Secret Baby is the next one. I put one that's Secret Baby, but not Secret Baby.
Okay.
Confess.
Yeah.
By Colleen Hoover.
I have two. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Tattered by Devny Perry. I read this one recently, really liked it, and I think even people who don't love this trope would like this one because it wasn't like a malicious secret. She didn't mean to keep it a secret. They had like a one-night stand. She didn't know his last name. She had to move back to be with a family friend because she was now a single mom, and that's how that went. Like, she didn't intentionally keep it from him. But then the other one I have is Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. This is like a secret teenager. It's like 15 years later that he finds out.
Okay, so that's kind of how, like...
Yeah.
Colleen Hoover's one.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
I'm a sucker for this trope. I know not everybody likes it. In fact,
love
the
it.
majority of people don't like it. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I used to eat these up.
Yeah. The next one. So the next one is Single Dad Romances. I also have two for this one.
I don't have any for this one.
Okay. So the first one I have is Eleanor and Gray. These are also both like nanny romances, but not in like the like creepy porny way. But first one I have is Eleanor and Gray.
I've heard so much about that
Cherry.
one.
I liked it. I read this like years ago. So I don't remember too much from it, but I do remember that it's like a nanny single dad romance.
Okay.
And then one that I read recently is Heartless by Elsie Silver. I love this book.
Okay.
I feel like I've been talking about this book a lot too. I don't typically love like a country small town romance, but like yeehaw, I guess, because I really like this one. Really worked for me. This one was great. This one is about a woman who's like kind of in between jobs because the bar that she works at is like temporarily closed. She goes to this small town where her friend lives to visit, and she's kind of like in transient, and she's like, hey, I like know somebody. In fact, it's her like boyfriend's either brother or really good friend. I don't remember how they're related, but who runs this ranch and needs a nanny. for the summer while his kid is out of school. And she's like, okay, like I'll hang out here for the summer and be this kid's nanny. And the kid is great and she's great and he's super grumpy, but like her and the kid together like get him to come out of his shell, and I liked it a lot.
The next one is fake dating. This is like one of my favorites, my go-to. I absolutely love this trope.
This one and the next one, which are kind of similar, but they both really work for me.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. The one that I chose, and will always choose for fake dating, number one, I can give you so many, but number one, The Comic-Con by D. Lagasse.
Yeah.
Swear to God. I just read this book. Just seriously, read this book.
I have Blindside by Candy Steiner. This one's also a sports romance, but it's a football player and the person who like runs their PR.
Okay.
He wants to get his ex-girlfriend back.
That's
so in order to like make her jealous, they pretend to date. And she also wants to date this musician, but she's never had a serious relationship before. So he's like, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do some of these things. And in turn, we're going to pretend like we're dating so that I can make my ex-girlfriend jealous. And so they fake date. Love it. I sucker for it every time. So next one that's kind of similar in my mind is a marriage of convenience / arranged marriage. I have King of Wrath by Anna Huang.
I started that one.
If you liked Twisted Love, you'll really like this one, because I like this one more than I liked Twisted Love.
Okay.
So good. So good.
So good.
And I feel like I also have another... Yeah, Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher is also a marriage of convenience. She, like, works for him, and he, in order to get his inheritance, has to be married for a year and produce, like, an heir, I guess, even though they're not, like, royalty, like, have a kid. And so she's like, yeah, I'll marry you.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that I chose is A Worthy Opponent by Katie Roberts.
Katie Robert. Just one Robert.
God. Never gonna get that right.
No, me neither.
Yeah, this one is about Hook and Tink. And Tink agrees to marry Hook because she's gotta get out of a really, really bad situation. A marriage of convenience, protection.
Yeah.
And yeah. This was really my favorite out of the series, the Wicked Villain series. Yeah. The last one that we wanted to talk about today was Grumpy Sunshine.
I eat this one up like
I absolutely
75% of the time. I think it could be too much. I think like he can be just like mean for no reason, and she can be like meek and take it. Like I don't like that, but I love when he's like grumpy and she's like, she is a sunshine, but like there is like some banter there because she does stand up for herself. I love that. I love a romance with banter.
Or there can be one where he's like really good throughout most of it, or you know, like he's the bad guy through most of it, real grumpy, and then at the end there's like a really ridiculous reason for it.
Yeah.
That ruins it for me.
Yeah.
For example, The Hating Game. I hated The Hating Game.
Yeah.
But what I did love was Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey, and that one I definitely recommend for this one.
I have A Deal with the Devil by Elizabeth O'Rourke down for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. This is also like a little bit of a forced proximity one. She like works for him temporarily. Love it.
Adore it. We could probably sit here and do this for days.
I definitely had to like narrow it down.
Although there's some of them, like I had trouble with Single Dad. I haven't read a like good Single Dad one in a while. I need to read some more.
You need to read Tattered by Devny Perry.
I do. But yeah, we could probably do more of these.
I have hella age gap recommendations. So like we could do a whole nother video with different tropes. We could do these same tropes. We could do, didn't we do a trope video already? We did a whole Second Chance one because I eat those up.
Yeah, we could probably do a whole fake dating one. We could probably do a whole marriage of convenience
for
one.
sure.
We could.
Please
so
let us know.
Yeah, comment down below. Let us know what you want to see.
What kind of tropes you like. I bet I could come up with something.
Yeah, let us know. Hit that like button and subscribe. And make sure you turn that notification bell on so you know when we post next.
Bye.
Bye.